Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now, I am live, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 21st of May, 2024, and I'm actually early by a few minutes because I thought I just couldn't wait to get on here. There is a lot going on in the crypto markets. And we will wait to have a few more people here. And I absolutely love speaking to my community, which is awesome. So thank you very much to all of you for watching my content almost every single day. It's freaking unreal. It's awesome. Just waiting now. Now, again, always love to do this, but let me know wherever you're watching from around the world, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very bullish times, and I should say the day has been insane for cryptocurrencies. Absolutely wild, ladies and gentlemen. I woke up this morning and my crypto portfolio was literally exploding. So it's a bullish day for cryptocurrencies. It's making the news all around the world. Bitcoin back up to $71,000. Ethereum is going parabolic, which is incredible as well. A lot of ETF news, so we'll see where that leads to as well. There are currently 38 people in here, so we'll wait for a little bit. Let me know where you're watching from around the world, because crypto brings a lot of people from all walks of life and all parts of the globe together, which is unreal. So we'll just wait a few more. So we've got Cryptic right here, XRP to $200. Yeah, that's bullish. We've got the Godfather in the house, Zilliqa, any good? We'll get to a lot of that later on. By the way, always good to go through all of the crypto coins. By the way, I'm going to go through my favorite altcoins as well, because again, everything is pumping today, which is unreal. We've got Dusty Music in the house, YouTube channel, Green Day. Yes, it's a very Green Day. One of my favorite bands, by the way, as well. Very, very nice. Morning from Northumberland right here. Looking forward to today's update. Yes, there is literally so much going on in the crypto world in regards to these ETF approvals, and this is one of the reasons why, major reason anyway, that we've seen crypto just go parabolic. Significant inflows of capital as well into the Bitcoin ETFs. Big money coming into this space. It's a very bullish day. Let's have a look here. We've got Webby from Perth in the house. We've got RML from New York. Blockchain Buddy, XRP to the moon, 100%. We've got Bob from Atlanta, Shane from Ballarat. How you going, man? It must be cold in Ballarat tonight. It's freezing. We've got Arizona, Joshua, welcome. Darwin's in the house. KK, think Ethereum approvals will be false. Dawn, we'll see about that. It's very interesting right now what's going on. Hit the like button. Thank you, Stray Bones. Timothy Garrison right here. Thanks, Anthony. Canada's in the house. I am Nomad. Welcome, Canada. Coming up to your summertime, I should say spring, which is nice. Let's have a look here. Good morning from Pennsylvania. Yes, it is a bullish day. Otto 2560. Rochester's in the house as well. 56 people. Just waiting a few more moments here because, again, I've started this live stream a little bit early this evening. I've been watching CNBC currently, and I think his name's Andrew Sukin, is currently in Paris. There's a tech summit going on there at the moment, which is going to be very interesting to see what happens in terms of like artificial intelligence and all of the blockchain technology that's going on over there in that summit. It's going to be very interesting right here. We've got Michigan in the house. Welcome, Frank. Stephen from South Africa. How is South Africa? I'd love to visit there one day. It's absolutely incredible. Would love to do one of those safaris in South Africa as well. Absolutely love lions. Of course, I'm a Leo, so very nice. We've got Johnny from Melbourne. Hungary's in the house. Very nice. So we'll wait for a few more moments right here. And if you guys, if you have any questions, please put them in the live chat. We'll get to that at the end. I always love going through the questions that everybody has, or just talking about crypto or anything for that matter. It's unreal. So we'll get into that in a moment. Anyway, guys, let's get into it because there's quite a bit to go through tonight. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there. Turn on that little bell notification, because as you can see right here, I'm doing a lot of lives at the moment. I love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are getting pretty wild in this space, especially today. Also, if you can give this live stream a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that, all right? So make sure you give it a good thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff, right? I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my #1 golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto. So be careful out there. Do your own research and due diligence. This live stream is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you should develop an Australian accent meme coin, accent wig hat. Love your content. Thanks, Frank. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of meme coins, but that one's an interesting run right here. Sup players from Melbourne, welcome the humbled one. I like that name. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Il Lupo, ciao Antonio. Yes, ciao. Come stai? How are you? Tutto bene. Bravo. Let's go, ladies and gents. Go straight to community tab. And again, if you are just joining us on the live stream, smash the thumbs up button, because we'll get a few more people in here. And yeah, there's going to be some interesting news coming out today. Anyway, let's get into it. And yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP, I mean, all pumping today, especially Solana and Ethereum and AVAX, more to the point, which is going parabolic also. We'll get into that in a moment. And Grayscale Spot Bitcoin ETF had $9.4 million in inflows this morning. I should say it was 12 hours ago, which is incredible. It's amazing how much they've actually sold off in Bitcoin, and now they're just buying it all back. So it's interesting to see what's going on there. Crypto asset manager Grayscale hiring Goldman Sachs executive Peter Mintzberg as the new CEO. Former CEO has stood down, which is interesting. BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF surpasses $1.2 billion in trading volume, which is incredible. Scrolling down, yes, my trading bots are in profit. Really, really nice. And if you haven't done so already, join the Wall Street Bull University. The links are in the community tab. You can get access to all of my trading bots on 3 commas. They're actually really doing well, which is nice to see for a change. It's been a few weeks, you know, I should say a few months of liquidations. This is what happens, but we're in the green today. Now we've got the US SEC. Asked aspiring Ether exchange traded fund and updates to the 19B-4 filings ahead of key deadline this week. The SEC had previously been expected to reject the Ether ETF filings, which, you know, we were all saying that could happen because of the so-called securities allegations against Ethereum. However, this has just turned completely bullish overnight. I woke up and my crypto portfolio was exploding. And I was like, what is going on? Something is happening right here. So then checking all the news on X, and there you go. So they're asking for updates right here. And the exchanges that want to list and trade shares of the Spot Ether ETF, exchange traded funds, are like, abruptly being asked by regulators to update key filings related to these products. This is huge news. And top altcoins in my portfolio, of course, it was Ethereum going parabolic today. We had reserve rights, Theta, Illuvium, which is nice, up 14% earlier, and UFO Gaming, which again, I like play to earn games. I think it's, you know, going to be a next sector that will do incredibly well. That, and of course, utility cryptocurrencies, like we're going to check out in a moment. Anyway, let's go to CoinMarketCap, because there is some interesting stuff going on here. Look at the total market cap. We've got $2.61 trillion today. The volume is incredible. It is up 127% in 24 hours. $139 billion. Very, very nice to see the trading volume up. It has been down like 40, 50, 60% over the last couple of weeks. Bitcoin dominance as well, sitting at 53%. Now, I haven't checked this, but I'm going to check it right now. Let's have a look at Ethereum. It's sitting at 17.07% today. And the greed index is sitting at 70. So we're at greed at the moment. So we're not yet at full-blown green-eyed monsters just yet, but we're getting close to that, which is really nice as well. The volume's at 139 billion. ETH supply change right now is plus 13.283.24. Very, very nice to see that. Now, having a look at the coins today. Everybody's favorite right here. Bitcoin's still just above 71,000 US dollars today. It's up 5.87%. Ethereum's at $3,719, up 19.54%. And yes, we will have a look at Ethereum today in the last 24 hours. Look at that. That is incredible. Just beautiful to see this. It's very exciting. As much as Ethereum pisses me off, I do really like these green days. And, you know, you can see all of the altcoins doing this today as well, which is really nice. And Gucci is in her bed. This is live, and she's going parabolic, probably on the news of all of the crypto greens right now. Isn't that right, Gucci? Yeah, she's having a moment right now. But anyway, this is live. I don't know what she's going to do. She may make an appearance in the show. She may not. We never know what she's going to do. She's running amok. Anyway, let's get into this. This is hilarious. BNB sitting at $619. We've got Solana at $182 USD, up 2.58%. Solana, honestly, for me, has been the biggest gainer in my portfolio. I kid you not. If I just go to the charts right here, 2023, this is US dollars, mind you, as well. I got in at November, which is off the chart right here, but November 2022 was when I first bought Solana when it collapsed with FTX. And look at this. What other asset class actually does this? Zero. None. Going to last year, it's up 800%. That is insane. XRP as well, 5.58% as well, 54 cents. Still incredibly undervalued. Doge at 16 cents. Toncoin, $6.61. Let's have a look here. AVAX is also pumping significantly overnight as well. Going to the 24-hour, we're still up 12.66% on AVAX. I told you she might make an appearance. Come in. Come in. We are live. All right. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. We've got a little mascot here. Isn't that right? Say hello. We've got her in the live stream. Okay. She wanted to make an appearance. She was hanging around. So everybody say hi to Gucci. Here we go. She's bullish. There you go. Very, very bullish. We're going to talk about Shiba Inu as well. Maybe she's got a bit of Shiba Inu as well, and Dogecoin. Anyway, we've got Shiba Inu up 6.26%. Polkadot, we've got up $7.52. Let's have a look here. We're up 6.81% of Polkadot. Chainlink again up, $16.92. I'm very bullish on Chainlink. That's still incredibly undervalued. ICP as well, $13, 7.51%. Uniswap is also pumping up 19.7%, which is great. Hedera as well, 11 cents. Immutable X, $2.55. Scrolling down, let's have a look at XLM is 11 cents today. Optimism up 11%. It's currently trading at $2.83. Scrolling down, let's have a look here. WIF up 5.38%. I am trading that with my Bybit bots as well. SUI is $1.15. VeChain sitting at 3 cents, up 7%. We're almost back up to 4 cents with VeChain. Pain in the ass. We've got Theta up 8.4% as well, $2.48. Does anyone actually hold Bonk? That is up 29.78%. I do not hold this, all right? I trade it, but these gains are ridiculous. Look at this. I may even throw in some capital just to have a bit of fun with this, but I'm curious. Let me know in the live chat if you hold Bonk. It is up 40% in 7 days. Going to 30 days, 56%. Going to 90 days, it's up 184%. What is it on the year? I'm curious about this. 7,692% this year. Isn't that right, Gucci? Yeah, there you go, bonk. 7,000%, ridiculous. But there is a lot of risk associated with meme coins, so just please bear that one in mind. Say's at 57 cents. We've got Algo at 18 cents as well. Scrolling down, AGIX is 11%. This is nice. Everything's in the green. We've got a dollar right here. Quant is back up to $100 US, up 5.29%. Flare as well, 6.5% here, still at 2 cents. Axie's at $7.88. Sorry, I was dollar cost averaging into Axie Infinity. Dollar cost averaging around 80 Australian dollars. 60 US dollars. So again, this is nothing compared to what's coming these next couple of months, in my opinion. Honestly, everything you're seeing here is still incredibly discounted. WorldCoin, $5.20. The whole the metaverse coins as well. I still hold all of those. Keep scrolling down right here. I'm not going to go through all of them. We'll just do the top 100. IOTA as well, 23 cents. And XDC, where is XDC down here? right here. It's up 2.4% at 3 cents. Very, very nice to see that. All right. So again, very great day for the crypto markets. We are still not there yet. It is still early. I get asked so many times and so many questions whether or not people can still make significant gains in this market. Yes, we can. We are still incredibly early in this space. It's just getting started. Now, again, let's move on to, I'm not going to get into crypto bubbles today, but if you are just joining us in the live stream, welcome to the live stream. We do have Gucci, my little bullish dog right here. She's decided to join us on the live stream tonight. Anyway, let's go here. The Wall Street Boy University again. This is growing every single day. I do have a paid membership to this week and access all my dividend stocks and crypto trading bots with 3 commas, or you can just join the free subscription. It's completely up to you. This is growing every day. So thank you very much. 2020 posts of information. Again, I put up my buys, sells, trades, indicators, day trading bots. All of my financial stuff that I'm doing that's making me money goes up in here. Would be considered financial advice, hence the reason why I've got the Wall Street Bull University linked below. Go join up to it. You can message me in here if you have any questions, or you can speak to the community. It's entirely up to you. The links are below. Now again, the 3 commas bots, I talk about these all the freaking time. Why? Because I can't explain to everybody, but I mean during the same run that like we're experiencing now in late January, I kid you not, when it was trading on OKX, people were making on average between 800 to 1,000 Australian dollars per day with this. I am not kidding. It was absolutely ridiculous. And again, all of that stuff that happened with OKX, with the derivatives being shut down, I made the switch to Bybit as well. So the spot trading bots are all in profit. Bitcoin, Ethereum doing incredibly well. We've got Immutable X, Chainlink, AVAX as well, Ethereum Classic, XRP, we're trading Cardano on the spot market, Matic, we have Optimism, Pepe, which is doing it nice as well. Solana, of course, I've got a few Solana bots set up trading, so it's all in the green. And the Bybit futures trading bots as well, which you can trade with leverage, are doing nicely, which is great. So that is all in the Wall Street Bull University. Quick look, ladies and gents, at OKX so you can see what's going on here. And again, I've got small capital in here. This is my actual trading account. We're currently up 98 on the week, and on the month we're still up 280, and that's nice to see that. And yes, I've got the trades opened up here. Let me just put her down right now. So again, these are all active at the moment. Here you go. She's had enough of crypto for tonight, I reckon. And again, these just simply set and forget. So you can just set these up in a long position and let them go, because you're not going to get liquidated, which is really, really nice. Again, with the liquidations taking place, that is with leverage trading. So just keep that one in mind. Moving on to Bybit, let's just have a look and see what's going on here. Just to show you, the bots that I've got set up are trading significant deals, small position sizes, but we've got 96 positions trading both long and short. Now, these bots are incredible because, again, it allows you to trade the markets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, rather than sitting in front of a computer all day. They're all in green, which is nice as well. The short positions are, again, down today because, again, the market's rising, but here are all the trades. And again, to do this with day trading would simply be impossible. It's just not possible. And a lot of institutions out there do use software to trade, by the way. So if you're not privy to that, go and have a look and do some research on it. There's no way possible that these institutions could trade literally all the markets without software like this. So 3 commas, the link's below. Go join up. All the exchange referrals are below. You will get a discount on 3 commas if you use the referral link below, by the way. I'm using the monthly pro plan. You can get out the whole year, and if you do that, you will get a discount of I think it's 25%, which is really nice. So go check it out. Everything is linked below. Now, again, if you're just joining us on the live stream, welcome. This is, incredible day for Ethereum. Really, it's making the news on CNBC as we speak. We could potentially see the Ethereum ETFs being approved, which is really, really nice to see that. But the federal regulators are quickly flipping their stance on spot Ethereum ETF applications, which is interesting, and may approve them within days, not months. We were expecting this to be approved maybe mid-month, but this is in days. And Ether surged 10%. It's currently up 20 at the moment on Monday in a span of a few minutes, following the credible rumors that the asset could revive its own spot ETF in the United States within days. And again, ETH was trading for $3,150 on Monday at 1744 UTC, and before surging to 3,450 within 25 minutes. That is incredible. And Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balkanis at 1720 UTC that he and his partner James Seifert were upping their odds from the Ethereum ETF approval this month from 25% to 75%. And hearing chatter this afternoon, the SEC could be doing a 180 on its increasingly political issue. So now everyone's scrambling like us. Everyone else assumed they'd be denied. And that's what basically we all thought. But this is interesting right here. And early this month, the US House and Senate passed the HJ Res 109, a resolution to scrap an anti-crypto banking rule previously established by the Securities Exchange Commission, or Gary Gensler. And the resolution passed both chambers with bipartisan support, despite a promise from President Joe Biden to veto the act if it reached his desk, which is interesting, showing that the Democrats don't respect the anti-crypto position adopted by the party's leadership. Seifert confirmed that he and Balkanis accounts were not hacked and that their odds changed were based on input from multiple sources. Should see a bunch of filings over the coming days if we're correct, he added. Fox Business reporter Alan Tarrant also said on Wednesday that she received an input from a prospective ETF issuer that things are evolving in real time regarding the approval of their application. And again, Bitcoin was also pumping today, which is really good to see that. So let me know, again, how your portfolio is doing. I'm curious about that. I mean, it's really nice to wake up in the morning and you just, I'm sure all of us do this. And let me know in the live chat if you do this, all right? If you just like open one eye when you're half asleep, just to check what the price is doing of Bitcoin and crypto, just having a little peek right there. Let me know if you do that, because I do it. Don't lie. We all do it, don't worry. Probably just wake up half asleep and just check. But again, this morning I woke up, I was like, what is going on? There you go. So this is what happens in Australia, because we're, sleeping with all the good stuff is happening. It's a nightmare, but this is what happens. Anyway, moving on, Solana, and again, Avalanche soar as Ethereum price tops $3,500 or $3,500. And Solana has been doing incredibly well. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Solana, the fifth largest, biggest coin by market cap right here, is up over 8% in the past day. And it's now trading hands at $184.17 US, according to CoinGecko, which we just checked. The coin isn't as close as breaking records like Bitcoin is, though it still has to rise by a value of another 29% to hit its 2021 all-time high of $259 US. Very, very interesting right there, because again, we're not that far away. It will easily soar past that. Elsewhere, Avalanche. Does anyone actually hold Avalanche? Is also riding high, the top 20 coins and tokens. It's doing its best, having a shot up by nearly 9% in 24 hours. It is now priced at $38.24. And the coin, which runs a network used by developers to build dApps or decentralized applications, is the 12th biggest digital asset by market cap. And last year made headlines when JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, right, announced that it had used its blockchain to tokenize investment portfolios. Interestingly, I just saw on CNBC that Jamie Dimon will be retiring sooner rather than later. Interesting, right? So currently JP Morgan is looking at new company CEOs, and it's going to be fascinating what happens with JP Morgan. Now, moving on, just having a quick sip of water there. Ripple and the SEC, there are updates coming out today from James K. Filan. We'll get to those on X in a moment. But as the wait for the final resolution to the long-running courtroom standoff between Ripple and Gary Gensler, really, is still keeping the crypto community at an edge of its seat, the regulator has responded to the blockchain company's request to seal certain information, specifically after Ripple filed its motion to seal certain documents filed in connection with the SEC's motion for judgment and remedies. And the agency replied that this information should be public, as per the document shared by defense attorney James K. Filan right here. Very, very interesting that they want public information. I mean, everyone's entitled to a bit of privacy when it comes to their business, right? The SEC is playing games. Now, indeed, as the document addressed to Judge Annalisa Torres reads, the SEC states that the court should deny Ripple's request to conceal financial and securities sales information because that information constitutes judicial documents arguing that. Keeps going down. The SEC does not challenge the sealing of Ripple's recent financial statements as a whole, but where financial figures or specific terms of contracts have been used to parties to calculate and justify remedies request, that information should be made public. Get lost. At the time, legal expert, popular commentator Bill Morgan has pointed out that the SEC has acknowledged that none of the XRP sales to institutions with discounts were on liquidity or on-demand liquidity contracts. That said, he also stated that it remains a mystery why Judge Torres lumped them in with the other contracts with institutions. I bet the SEC knows the ODL contracts are not investment contracts. Very, very interesting. So keep an eye on that. Big news coming for Ripple and XRP. Very, very soon. I wouldn't be surprised, again, if this has some sort of a resolution before September. Honestly, the way things are going at the moment with crypto, it's going to be fascinating to see what comes out of this lawsuit. But again, I think Judge Torres will be very reasonable. And I keep saying this because she has previously in her rulings. She is very, very fair and reasonable, which the SEC is not. They're a bunch of freaking clowns, right? Now, going down to this, I'm not going to get into grayscale too much. But macro strategist Jim Bianco reveals retail investors hold 85% of Bitcoin ETF shares as of Q1 this year. That is a lot. But there's also a lot of institution as well. Macro strategist Jim Bianco is blowing up the narrative that institutions and high net worth investors are the ones heavily accumulating shares of Bitcoin. Bianco tells his followers right now, the mandatory 13F filings with the US Securities Exchange Commission reveal the breakdown of investor types in the spot Bitcoin ETFs, which is fascinating. Anyone with over 5% beneficial ownership of at least $100 million in assets, must file their 13F within 45 days of the end of the quarter. And this was May 15th, 7,000 were filed. What did we learn from the spot Bitcoin ETF filings? The table below shows some top line results. Fascinating stuff right here. The shaded blue area shows investment advisors holdings. They are very small, between 2.5 and 4% for GBTC or grayscale. A recent Citi report says that the average ETF is about 35% owned by investment advisors. Throughout the quarter, we were confidently told boomers were calling their wealth managers and telling them to get into Bitcoin right now. And that's a smart move, boomers. Anyway, this is not the case for 95% of the spot Bitcoin ETF holdings. Going in here right here, investment advisors, and you can see it's currently at 8.81%. iShares Bitcoin Trust sitting at 4%, and Fidelity sitting at 2.93%, and Bitwise sitting at 2.63%, which is interesting. He says the forms revealed about 85% of investors in the spot Bitcoin ETFs are retail investors as of the first 3 months of this year. And only 3% of the outstanding ETF market cap was held by investment advisors, completely blowing up the narrative that boomers are coming. They might over time, as in years, but did not in Q1. 10% is held by hedge funds and 85% is by non-institutional investors, retail. You and I watching this right now. Very, very good to see that. I mean, this is why I love cryptocurrencies. The thing is, right, is that we had an opportunity, and believe it or not, we still do, because we are before the institutions, hedge funds, Wall Street. This has never happened before. And it's crazy to think that they get like an opportunity to have a pre-sale to like an IPO before it gets listed onto Wall Street. You know, what happens in that instance? If a company has an IPO, I mean, like initial public offering, does that get treated the same way as like a crypto pre-sale, for example? An ICO, initial coin offering, gets treated very, very differently. Now, we're going to get into some US House of Representatives right here to vote on decentralization law. This is freaking interesting. And again, I'm sorry about all these freaking pop-ups. It's ridiculous. The long-awaited decentralization bill might be accepted by the end of this month. Its full title is the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, and it might make crypto regulation much clearer and more understandable in the United States. By the end of this month, the House Representatives will vote on a major bill, HR 4763, one that is crucial for crypto industry, known as I'm not going to go into that, it's just ridiculous, but if passed, The FIT or FIT21 will provide blockchain projects with a safer, more effective pathway to launch in the United States. Which is fascinating because maybe this is partly the reason why Gary Gensler's done a backflip on Ethereum ETF filings, right? This is what he's going to have to put up with. This is what happens when Congress and, you know, Washington, D.C. starts getting involved. And I mean, there's so many supporters of blockchain and cryptocurrency within Congress. So again, he doesn't want to be going up against that because he's already gotten a big slap on the head from the US judge as well, and over the Grayscale ETF. So he doesn't want that again because he will get a lot, you know, of heat from that. It will outline the responsibilities between the SEC and the CFTC, which is Commodities Futures Trading Commission, determining whether the digital assets are securities or commodities. Additionally, it will ensure the oversight of crypto exchanges and further protect American consumers by implementing rules on crypto trading. Now, according to the bill, the CFTC would regulate the digital asset as a commodity if the blockchain or digital ledger on which it runs is functional and decentralized. Interesting. Do you think, I'm curious about this to ask my community, do you think that Ethereum is decentralized? Serious question, because I have my doubts about that. We know that the XRP ledger is decentralized. We know that Bitcoin is decentralized. You know, Cardano is decentralized. But do you believe Ethereum's project, or I should say, you know, all of Ethereum is decentralized? I don't know. There's some shady stuff going on there. Has for a long time. Let me know in the live chat. Conversely, the SEC would regulate a digital asset as a security if it is associated blockchain is functional but not decentralized. And the bill defines decentralization as the condition where no person has unilateral authority to control the blockchain or its usage, and no issuer or affiliated person has control of 20% or more of the digital assets or voting power. This is what I'm saying in regards to Ethereum. I'm curious because, again, I believe there's some significant holdings from the founders of Ethereum and ETH Foundation. So again, that's why I question whether or not Ethereum is a security. I'm just putting that out there. And this is an interesting article that I just came across today, but American Bankers Association urges the House leaders to block the Fed's CBDC plan, central bank digital currencies. And on Monday, the ABA urged the House leaders to back a bill that would stop the Federal Reserve from creating a central bank digital currency for individuals and using it for monetary policy tools. Congressman Tom Emmer, he's incredible, right? Absolutely despises Gary Gensler and his, you know, regulation by enforcement. Introduced the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act in September 2023. The bill, which has gained support from 165 co-sponsors, is expected to be voted on this week. ABA believes strongly that the central bank digital currency, defined as a digital form of central bank money that is widely available to the general public, is unnecessary in the United States and would present unacceptable risks and costs to the financial system. The association said in a letter to the Speaker, Mike Johnson, the minority leader, Hakeem Jeffries, the dollar is already digital today, right? It is unclear how issuing a central bank digital currency would improve the financial inclusion or achieve any laudable goals, it added. I really don't like central bank digital currencies. I believe governments and institutions already have enough surveillance on us as it is, basically as it is. So they need to get rid of them. And interesting for the Bitcoin inflows today, sees $237 million on May 20th, led by ARK 21 shares, or Kathy Woods. Incredible woman in this space. We do need more women in this space. It's very male driven. I will say that. It is true. Which is nice to see something different. And BlackRock as well. Now we've got Bitcoin exchange traded funds saw a staggering $237 million in inflows on May 20th. 6 of the 11 ETF issuers experienced significant inflows, with ARK-B leading the pack with $68 million in inflows, bringing its total net inflow to an impressive $2.6 billion. BlackRock's IBIT followed closely with $66.4 million of inflows, taking its total inflow to substantial $15.7 billion. And of course, you've got Fidelity again, with $64 million, with a total inflow of $8.5 billion. Billions of dollars. It just makes money seem like incredibly fake, right? When I see these kind of numbers, it's just like, this is another level. This is just another level of capital and money. Mind-blowing. But there you go. So the institutions are continuing to buy. No, I don't want to subscribe to your freaking website. I'm sick of these pop-ups. And we've got Bitcoin breaking some records as well in countries around the world, which is freaking interesting right here. Let's go down here. The surge in Bitcoin's price has resulted in new record highs against various fiat currencies. In Japan, Bitcoin hit an all-time high of 11.2 million yen during the early trading session today. This marks the first time that the asset has surpassed the 11 million JPY threshold. That is insane. Argentina also witnessed the Bitcoin reaching a peak of value of 63.8 million Argentinian pesos on May 21st, which is this morning, slightly surpassing the high seen in mid-March. And the country has been grappling with high inflation, currently standing at a staggering, this is freaking wild, 290%, along with the currency devaluation over the past couple of years, hence the reason why they're buying a significant amount of Bitcoin. And in the Philippines, Bitcoin briefly reached its all-time high of 4.18 million pesos PHP on May 21st as well, surpassing its mid-March highs. This is going to be a very bullish week for crypto, that's for sure. It's going to be interesting to see what happens overnight when Wall Street opens. Always is. Let's have a look at the net inflows. We've got money going into BNB, Solana, Matic, Lido DAO. We've got BCH, Render, Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, and Bonk. So people are buying Bonk, trading it. Be careful with the meme coins, please. That's all I'm going to say. Let's go to X. And by the way, if you've just joined the live stream, welcome to the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from Melbourne. It is 9:14 p.m. And again, let me know where you're watching from around the world. Always good to speak to everybody from around the world. Let's get into X. Now, if you haven't followed me on X, go do it. The link is below. This is my official account, the Wall Street Bull Oz. There are many fake accounts, especially on TikTok. I kid you not. I think there's like something around about 200 to 300 fake accounts on TikTok. They won't even verify it. Whatever. I don't care. Just the link is below for the official TikTok as well. Now, let's have a listen to Tom Emmer confirms the need for legal framework around stable coins and open permissionless central bank digital currencies. CBDCs. These abbreviations are ridiculous, but have a listen to this.
If you're working on something bigger in your head, the idea that we're going to see a vote on stablecoin, could we see a combined bill like what was being discussed with the FAA, for instance, where stablecoins, safe banking, executive clawbacks are all put into one vehicle to garner more support throughout the body?
That might be something towards the end of the year, Joe. But I think right now you're talking about just two very specific pieces of legislation. One is creating a framework so that entrepreneurs and innovators, those who want to invest in great projects, do it right here in this country so we don't ever experience this issue that we had with someone who's outside of the reach of the United States oversight. And then we've also got a central bank digital currency bill on the floor, which literally says the federal government could create one, but they're going to have to get authorization from Congress, and it's going to have to emulate cash, which simply means that any digital currency issued by the government must be open, permissionless, and private. It can't be used like the Chinese are using the digital yuan, which is basically a surveillance tool where they're building social scores on their citizens based on their purchases and their behavior. We can't have that in this country. That's un-American. We need a digital currency that actually is consistent with American values.
If you're working...
I mean, he's got a freaking valid point there right now. I mean, I don't know if anyone's actually seen that, what's going on in China at the moment. But central bank digital currencies are well and truly active there, and literally scanning people's credit scores, like as they walk into the store. It's unbelievable. There is no second best to Bitcoin. Yes, I mean, Bitcoin's getting up there, and right now 12 years, 25 years for Google. We've got 24 years for Amazon. 42 years for Apple and 44 for Microsoft. Very, very nice to see that. And here are the list of all the entrants for the Ethereum ETF race. Zooming in here right now, we've got Van Eck, ARK 21 shares, we've got Hashdex, Grayscale. Now, I'm a bit worried about Grayscale getting, their approval, because I don't want to see another repeat of what's happened with their Bitcoin exchange traded fund. I've got to look into exactly how much they're currently holding locked up in Ethereum, because again, if they start, selling off a shitload of Ethereum, well, then you know what's going to happen. So I'm a little bit worried about Grayscale. They're a little bit, it's like that friend, is a bit sketchy, right? Invesco, we've got Fidelity, iShares, Franklin Templeton, and Bitwise. So they're the entrance to the Ethereum ETF race. Bitcoin on exchanges, their reserves are falling to a new all-time low right here. There's only 1.7 million Bitcoin left on exchanges. Supply shock incoming. I totally agree with that one. Jack the Rippler, some of Ripple's partners. These are literally just some of Ripple's banking partners, and just partners in general. There is a lot. I mean, ING, I know very well. HSBC right here. We've got Google Cloud. Ernest Young Accountants right here. Gosh, there's so many of them. It's really nice to see all of them, to be quite honest with you. We've got Bank of Merrill Lynch right here. We do have, I've seen this before, by the way, down near the bottom right here, UBS Bank. We do have Westpac, which is one of Australia's banks as well, if I can bring that up there. Wells Fargo. I mean, come on. Give me another crypto project that has literally every bank on their, their partnership list. This is huge. Look at it. Just gaze at it. Just stare at it for a moment. Just realize what you're holding. That's what people don't freaking understand. The incoming CEO of Vanguard oversaw BlackRock's successful filing of a Bitcoin ETF as well. The incoming CEO of Grayscale is coming from Goldman Sachs, but spent 7 years at BlackRock. That is incredible right there. Yes, Ethereum just flipped MasterCard in market cap. Hopefully it stays there. And I would love to see Solana flip all of these. And of course, XRP would be incredibly beautiful. Yes, we just went through the XRP prices in Japan. That is wild. ARK 21 shares literally buys 1,000 Bitcoin for $68 million. And I thought this was quite funny. But once Vitalik gets his ETF approval, he's going to turn into an absolute savage right there. I mean, that just looks weird. That just looks weird seeing him like that. Could you imagine? Vitalik Buterin starts, turning like, I mean, what's his name from Amazon? Jeff Bezos went from, looking like what Vitalik is now to just this monster personal training. Moving on, going big in Japan, Bitcoin have just hit a new all-time high. Yes. Now, this is an interesting one on XDC because, again, I get a lot of questions about Sinfin and XDC. But tokenization of real-world assets from concept to reality. Now, I don't know whether or not I'm going to get banned for playing this video because it may have a bit of music on it, but let's just have a look and see how this goes. But this is fascinating. Check this stuff out right here. This is XDC Network. For that, because the music is incredibly loud, but real-world tokenization is coming to blockchain, and yes, XDC is incredibly bullish for utility. This is what I keep telling you about this. This is awesome as well. Supra has successfully integrated with DVRF. And Oracle's right here on the XDC Foundation. XDC Network is an enterprise-grade, EVM right here, Ethereum Virtual Machine, compatible blockchain, reshaping tokenization of real-world assets and financial instruments. That is incredibly bullish right there. Scrolling down, this is, again, I love doing this, having a bit of fun, because this is going to piss a lot of people off, and I don't care because, again, we need to have fun in this space, because what's the point of being so serious all the freaking time? This is Jimmy Val. I'm sure all of you have seen this interview so many freaking times. It's been ingrained in our brains for years. I saw this 2.5 years ago now. Jimmy Val from Val Hill Capital. Some people hate him. Some people like him. Whatever. I'm just going to play it and enjoy this clip because it is an analysis on XRP's price. And yes, it is going to cause a bit of controversy in the live chat like it did the other night. But have a listen to this, all right?
Okay, there's a lot of speculation on the price of XRP after it becomes regulated, after regulatory clarity. Where do you feel that XRP just based on your honest opinion, is going to hit, say, a month after regulation?
Yeah. So we believe that the last domino to fall on regulation right now is the SEC lawsuit, and that could be resolved in a variety of ways, but it could also be resolved in regulation coming in over the top. We know it's imminent, though, right? So when I say imminent, I would be surprised if a quarter from now we're really still embroiled in the SEC lawsuit, because I think the state of affairs throughout the world is such that we're going to need a solution like an XRP for liquidity purposes sooner rather than later. So the question is then, okay, we've magically resolved it. Where does the price go? It's easy to project that it's a double-digit number. So, I think it immediately shoots up to a $10, potentially $20. The wild card to me is that there is actually a deal to be done among the central banks and governments to basically have XRP work as the world's bridge currency, a neutral asset that could be traded between the central banks to move a specific type of fiat to another type of fiat. If that's what occurs, it's back to what we were discussing earlier. It's got to cover kind of all the money. And I think you're looking at a range that XRP would settle on agreement. So this would happen instantaneously, somewhere between $10,000 and $35,000 a coin. And our lives will be.
Now, I know that's going to get a lot of people's back up, but just anything is possible. Look what happened with Ethereum today. You cannot seriously sit there and tell me that this is impossible. Seriously. And I know it's going to piss a lot of people off, but anything is freaking possible. Prime example, Ethereum today just skyrocketing in value based off some positive news. And you're telling me after nearly 3 years in a lawsuit with the SEC, this case is almost done with Ripple and the SEC, full adoption, which we haven't even seen a quarter of that yet. I mean, we've just seen a small part of that. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. I cannot wait for that. Very, very bullish times right here. Now, I'm not going to get into Grayscale CEO. Yes, we've got Bitcoin breaking new levels right here. And let's keep scrolling down here. We've just watched Tom Emma. Raoul Pal's putting some interesting stuff up, but don't F this up. He keeps putting this up, and it's absolutely true. Don't F this up, because people tend to do that, unfortunately, and they sell quite early. I honestly believe that the peak of the bull market will be easily by the end of this year to mid-2025. That's what I'm seeing out there. Doing a lot of research on this stuff, but we are still very early in this space, all right? And let's have a look here. Yes, we've got more updates. If they approve, now this is an interesting one from Pomp, right? If they approve the Ethereum ETFs, they are approving the entire industry. This is the last dam to be broken. The floodgates will open. Yes, I agree with Pomp or Anthony Pompilano right here. However, I will say that there could be ETFs with maybe the top 10 cryptocurrencies out there. We could potentially see an Ethereum, and I should say an XRP ETF. We'll definitely see one for Solana. It's just going to continue to snowball from there. And yes, the Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 76 at the moment. That is pretty much it, ladies and gents. Let's have a look at your questions in the live chat. I will get to every single one of you. And here is my actual portfolio today. And by the way, let's have a look at the top gainers. Yes, Ethereum's up there at 20%. We've got UFO, Loop Ring sitting at 16%, Nextra, Harmony One, and Illuvium. These are the coins that I'm holding. I do share these all the time in the Wall Street Bull University as well. Let's have a look here, ladies and gents. If you've got any questions, throw them up. I'll get to all of them. I'm going to scroll up right now. To the top here, we've got sub players. Let's have a look. Aloha, mate, from Hawaii. Welcome, Hawaii Raider. That's awesome. Bobby Jones. XDC is real Ethereum killer. Yeah, it's pretty good. Transactions per second is incredible as well. We've got Malta in the house. Welcome, Grant. Patrick, Gucci, the market is green. A big treat for you. Yes, sure is a big treat for her. Now she's actually sleeping. She's wrecked. Let's have a look. France is in the house right now. XRP trash coin. Don't buy it. Instead buy Tau. Really? You can do whatever you like. But I'm incredibly bullish on XRP, as everyone knows. Let's have a look here. All ETH memes on the network will hit an all-time high. They very much might do that. We've got Scotland in the house. Welcome, Donald. It's 1 a.m. in Hawaii. Very early in the morning. Again, you're probably going to sleep now. Maybe getting up. Who knows? If you are just getting up, have an espresso. No, crypto is truly decentralized. There are definitely decentralized cryptocurrencies, but Ethereum does give me the an ick. Something about it, and the founders of Ethereum, I just think there's a lot of big controllers there at the top of the food chain, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's have a look here. Just buy some Solana and become a millionaire. David, and again, I should say this to everybody, but I do dollar cost average every single week into the portfolio. So again, just slowly accumulating as many of my favorite altcoins as possible. Let's have a look here. Anyone else sees Bitcoin as a Trojan horse? No, I don't. I think it's incredibly undervalued still. We've still got a long way to go for Bitcoin in general. If I just go to market cap, still trading 71,210. Very, very nice to see that. Stu Lovell, can you tell us about Codius? Codius, I have to do some research on that. I can't tell you about that at the moment. Leave that one with me. We've got London here in the house. Looks like it's raining there. Is that correct? It seems to be always raining in London. I don't know why. It's always cold. When I was there last time, gosh, many years ago now, it was pretty fresh. Let's have a look here. Indeed, very fun to watch. Maybe it comes true. Who knows? I agree. XRP smokes. Yes. Anything is possible. You can't sit there and tell me it's not freaking possible. Anything's possible. Seriously, it makes you think. Even when Elon Musk, probably talked to people about building reusable rockets, come on, anything is possible. XRP could go to $300 if it's not this cycle. It will be the next one. We'll see how we go. This lawsuit needs to be, so I've got to pop up here. The lawsuit needs to be done and dusted and finally ended. That is for sure. Tone from across the ditch. How you going, Mozzie? Anthony, can you explain or deep dive smart oracles for your viewers? I will do that. I'll leave that with me. I'll do that in the next live chat. I should bring that up for sure. Let's have a look here. The humble one. 50k plus per coin on XRP, you will see. Look, again, anything is possible. We have not even seen the true utility of Ripple's XRP, that is for sure. South Africa in the house, but we were supposed to be... Davey White, how you going, mate? Good to hear from you. Let's have a look here. South Africa in the house. Monaco is this weekend for the Formula One. Who's going to be watching that? Yes, I would love to be there in Monaco, in that beautiful, beautiful city, watching the Formula One somewhere on a super yacht. That would be insane. I would love to do that. And it's going to be curious, a good race, but curious to see who's going to win that. And it was, a very close race last weekend with Lando Norris literally trailing behind Max Verstappen because he had some car problems. So very, very nice. Let's have a look here. That would make some of us trillionaires. Yes, it would. For XRP going to that price. Let's have a look here. What are your thoughts on... Is that Reef or Rife? Reef, an upcoming launch to Kyoto blockchain. Is that Reefy? Which coin is that? Let me have a look. Sorry, I'm just going to pull this up here on CoinMarketCap for you. You mean Reef or Refi? Real Finance Network. I haven't done too much, but this is a significant amount of coins in circulation that's actually not even listed right here. So, don't know much about this one. Real Finance Network. Let me check with the actual markets that it's actually open on, by the way. There you go. So again, yeah, just be careful of that one. I'd be very, very careful about that one. Let's have a look here. We've got ETHGate. Yes, ETHGate for sure. Good morning from Florida. Isn't Tau brand new and XRP an OG? XRP is an OG. Yes, it is for sure. Let's have a look here. Good morning from Texas. How you going? Welcome to the live stream. Sunny in Liverpool. That's nice. Why do you think there was price glitches on XRP? There was actually quite a few price glitches on XRP. Multiple exchanges had many price glitches. Some glitches went from like $3,000, some ridiculous. I've seen it all, like $10,000 US. We've seen some at like $100,000. I mean, I've definitely seen that for sure. I don't know. I can't explain it, but people were lucky enough to capture that. Whether or not anyone actually cashed out at that level, who knows? It would have been stopped anyway. But anyway, it's very interesting to see when those price glitches happen on exchanges. Knoxville, go Lando. Yeah, I want Lando to win a few more times. I honestly do want Lando Norris to win the Grand Prix a few more times. Kind of getting over Max Verstappen and Red Bull winning all the freaking time. It's just boring. But definitely Monaco is one to be, I guess, won by the teams in the pits. So again, because the track is so, narrow, so to speak. Let's have a look here. If XRP moons, we need to meet up the Formula One in Monaco Super Yacht. Yes, I agree. Last couple of questions right here. XRP price glitch is sus. Hopefully in a good way. Yeah, I agree. It was a bit sus. And then we've got Emma right here. If you only had $50 to invest, what would be your go-to? Ooh, that's an interesting question there, Emma. What would I go to? Again, I can't give financial advice, of course, but I would probably go for some lower cap coins. Again, prime example, XRP is at 54 cents. I mean, just the lower cap coins. For example, like Hedera, definitely buy some XLM, Sui for sure. Let's have a look here. I mean, this is what I'd do anyway, but XDC, just lower priced coins, Casper, something like that along the lines. I would definitely do that. I mean, the fact that I get this question all the time, how much to invest. I can't answer that question. However, I will say that it's, whatever you can afford. And I always say, so long as you're in the game, that's pretty much all that matters. It really does. So, for me anyway, I'm steering clear of meme coins because, yeah, all right, people make money. I've had a friend of mine make significant amount of money when Shiba Inu was absolutely pumping, cashed out before it dropped from 100% return down to about 50. So he just caught that. So he was lucky enough to cash out when that just completely dropped back down. So that was a brief moment in time, but utility's king. So just, my main focus is utility cryptocurrencies. But again, I would definitely just, she's come back here. Just, we're going to end up with Gucci in the video. Come here. Oh, there we go. All right. She decided to come back on the live stream, ladies and gents. Let's have a look here. A couple more questions. Let's have a look. If you only had, sorry, I left a DM for you on the Patreon. Yes, sorry, Davey, it's been a bit busy, but I'll get to those. Velo will do very well. I was looking at Velo last night, by the way, because I had so many people asking me about it. So it's an interesting one. It is definitely an interesting one. In actual fact, let's just check the price of it today. I have not checked that right now. Velo. It's currently incredibly undervalued. It's up 756% this year. That is insane. It's at 1 cent USD. So yeah, I'll have to do a deep dive on Velo and just maybe do a bit more research on it as well. So leave that one with me, bulls. But that is it for tonight's live, ladies and gents. Been on here for, how long have we been on here for? A while actually, but make sure you join the Wall Street Bull University. Again, those bots are doing incredibly well at the moment, which is nice to see that. And I will be upping the capital now that the markets are starting to pick back up, because again, the last time this happened, I kid you not, people were making ridiculous gains with the trading bots. So join the Wall Street Bull University. I'll be keeping everyone updated with that, and we'll be upping the capital and the deals, mind you, as well on those bots. But thank you very much for every single one of you for joining in, the 652 people. I really appreciate it, and I'll be back tomorrow, probably the next day, with a new update. Let's see what happens overnight on Wall Street. But thank you very much. Have a good night, good afternoon, and a good morning. And if it's morning, have an espresso. All right, guys, take care. We'll speak to you soon, guys. Take care. Bye. Bye.